اتفضلي.
اتفضلي يا حبيبتي.
السلام عليكم. Good evening, dear second year prep students. This is Ms. Sahar Abdin presenting Unit 2 from Hello Second Year Prep. I hope you have enjoyed the first session from Unit 1. Today's session or unit is entitled How Are You Feeling? How are you feeling? In this unit, we'll be dealing with the jobs of some night workers, and also we'll deal with the weekend activities. We'll also speak about happiness for teenagers. Something else, we will learn new skills, and we will be speaking about the structures of the present simple and the present continuous, and some other things, how to respond to good news and bad news. Well, these are the main titles we will be having in Unit 2. I will begin with page 12 in your books. It's in front of you. We'll be speaking about the jobs, the night workers, those who work at night. What kind of jobs? The people who work at night. We have here the call center worker. Well, what is the job of this person? What does she do? And it have to be a girl or woman or man or girl or boy. It is for both genders, which means that men or women can work this or can do this. The call center worker is a person who speaks to people on the phone, who help them with their problems. They speak to people on the phone to help them with their problems. What kind of problems? They can be or they can work from a bank, or the cellular problems اللي هي التليفون الموبايل, the mobile problems. If you have got a problem with the mobile, or you have got something at a bank, this person answers all your problems and try to solve them. This is one of the jobs at night. Another one is the computer engineer, as you can see in the photo, which is number 4. The call center worker is number 6. Computer engineer is number 4. The nurse is also a night worker. She works at night. Also, we have the police officer working in the streets all over the day. We have the shop worker, the one who works in a shop. And we have a new job here, which is the street food seller. Street food seller, as you can see in the photo of number 1, the one who sells food in the street, and you can see this all over Cairo nowadays. These are the kind of night workers, those who work by night. Well, my question is for what? Who do we have? We have Ward, we have Rahaf, Farah. Well, can you tell me more about these jobs? Can you tell me other jobs for people who work at night? Hello, girls. Farah, Ward, Rahaf, Nashwa, Miss Dalia. Do we have other jobs than what I have mentioned or mentioned in your book, that those who work at night? Do you know any other jobs who work at night rather than a nurse, a computer engineer, a shop worker, police officer? Others. Who can give me others? No answer? Come on, don't be shy. Tell me. Okay, who can tell me? Mm-hmm. No one? We have the doctor too. Work at night. Okay, who else? Who else works at night? Yes, Miss Hind.
uh, I can say train driver
A train driver, yes, also. Yes, he can work at night and
at
he works
night
by
and
all day or day and night. Okay, yes, thank you. What else? Who else can work at night? Mm-hmm. No response, no answer. So think about it. Think about it and tell me at the end. Okay? Well, let's move to page 14. And here we are speaking. We'll be speaking about the week, the activities of the weekend. Well, my question here: what do you usually do at the weekend? What do you usually do at the weekend? At the weekend, what do we mean by the weekend? It's Friday and Saturday from every week. Every week we have Friday and Saturday. This is the weekend for us here in Egypt. So, what can you do at the weekend? We can do many activities. Well, who can tell me, when do you wake up? When do you usually get up? Do you get up early or late at the weekends? Do you usually get up early or late at the weekend? Well, that's my question. No answer. When do you usually get up at the weekend? Early or late? Well, we are supposed hmm, to get up early in order to try to take the day from the beginning and try to do many things which we can do all the whole week. But some people say, no, I prefer to wake up late because every day I wake up early, I go to school, I do my homework. So I am responsible for something. But the weekend is free. It's a free day or 2 free days. Okay? What can we do? We can sail in a boat, we can play sports, we can go swimming, we can catch fish, we can go to the park, we can go to the cinema, we can visit our friends, we can visit our relatives, our grandmother and grandfather. So we can do a lot of things at the weekend. Okay, some people are very excited and very active at the weekend. They get up early and go to practice any kind of activity because they are excited. It's a free day for them. But some people are lazy. They get up late and mostly they spend their day in bed watching television, chatting on the phone. Well, these are the lazy people who get up late at the weekend and they have their life in that way. These are the weekend activities. Well, who can tell me any other activity not mentioned in the book, or I haven't mentioned it now, they usually do at your weekend? Who can tell me about her or his weekend activities? What you do, what you usually do at the weekend? Come on, girls. Rahaf, Werd, Hanin, tell me what you do at the weekend. No response? Well, okay. Well, let's move to something else, which is learning new skills. Well, what about when somebody comes and tell you, I would like to learn today a new skill, something new I haven't been through. Well, I will be talking here about two new activities for new skills. And these skills we will find on page 15. I have two new vocab here. The first one is the sign language. This is a new skill, a sign language. What's a sign language? Well, a sign language is a way of talking to people who cannot hear. Okay, how can you talk to people who cannot hear? We use our hands instead of words. Again, the sign language is a way of talking to people who cannot hear. And how can you talk to them? By using your hands instead of words. And that's what we call in Arabic لغة الإشارة. Um, well, usually those people who cannot hear, we call them the deaf people, deaf, DEAF, deaf people, the people who cannot hear. And how can we communicate with them? How can we talk to them? By using our hands instead of the words, because they are not able to hear what you are saying. We have here also the word calligraphy. Calligraphy. What's a calligraphy? Calligraphy. That's a new vocab for you, and this is a new skill we can try to learn. Calligraphy is how to write beautiful writing using special pens or brushes. Calligraphy is how to write beautiful writing using special pens or brushes. And that's what we call in Arabic fan al khat, how to write a beautiful writing, a nice writing. But you have to use special pens, not the pen which we use in writing اللي هي الحاجة العادية. They use special pens, and sometimes they use brushes in order to write a good handwriting. That's what we call a calligraphy. We have other skills, new skills like sewing. Sewing, that you have material and you can sew it on the sewing machine. We have also painting. Any place or any room in your house. For example, you can paint the kitchen, the living room, the bedroom. So this is another new skill you can learn. Also here we have a new vocab, which is food stall. Food stall. Well, this is something new for all of us, and we can find it in Egypt or in Cairo, especially in Cairo, in the streets. It's a kind of an open shop on the street where people cook and sell food. It's a kind of open shop on the street where people cook and they sell food for people to buy, and that we can find in many places, and especially in Shubra, in our region. Yani. That's what we call the food stall. We have also another word which is ward. Ward, WARD. ward. والward اللي هو العنبر في المستشفى. It's a large room in a hospital. A large room in a hospital for people who need to stay in hospital for one night or more. And usually this room is cheap, and we find a lot of beds in this room for poor people who can't afford. They don't have enough money to go to expensive hospitals. I would like to present new other vocab. For example, the foreground and the background. But here I'm not speaking about places in outside. I mean here if we have a photo or a picture. And when I say the one or the person who is standing in the foreground of the photo or the picture, it means the nearest part, the one who is standing in the nearest part. That's the meaning of the foreground of a photo. As for the background of the photo, it means the one who is standing in the further part in the photo, which is the furthest one, which is the very, very far. We have also here wedding. What's a wedding? A wedding is a ceremony, احتفال, in which people get married. And of course, the people who get married are two. We call them husband and wife. اللي هو الزوج والزوجة, husband and wife. طبعا we usually have in the wedding ceremony, we have guests and we have party, and all people there invited are very happy. They dance, they sing, and they do a lot of things which they enjoy very much. Um, we also have, when we are at school, we say we go on a school trip. We go on a school trip. There is another expression which is I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, which means I feel pleased about something which is going to happen. When I say I'm looking forward to my mid-year vacation, for example, and I'm feeling very pleased about the mid-year vacation which is to come. And it's not something which happened. No, it's something which is going to happen. Another one which is look after. When I say mothers look after their small kids, mothers look after their small kids. This means that the mothers took care of them, take care of them, which means they help them to do many things. They feed them. They try to shower them, to get them dressed, something like this. Okay. Well, that's what we have in the vocab. Then let's move to another point, which is how to express yourself using words when you want to respond to good news, which means when I have good news, أخبار حلوة, well, I can express myself in many ways. And these expressions we can find clearly on page 19. So we have expressions. We use expressions to respond to good news. For example, if I pass an exam, so what do you say? We say congratulations. And remember, we say congratulations. We have an S at the end. For example, if you have done a great work in school, at school, a great work in your job, so the teacher or your boss always say, well done, bravo. Well, that's something very good, and this is the response, well done. As for the bad news, for example, one of your friends is telling you that his mother, for example, is at hospital, or his brother or one of his friends has had an accident. So you say, "I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. This is bad news. Somebody in the hospital, somebody had an accident. So you say, sorry to hear that." Also, for the bad news, if somebody is at the hospital, we can say, I hope he gets better soon. I hope he gets better soon. And I'll give you another expression which you won't find it in your books, which is speedy recovery. Speedy. I wish you speedy recovery. Speedy, SPEEDY, recovery, RECOVERY. What does it mean؟ اللي هي we say it in Arabic أتمنى لك الشفاء العاجل. I wish you, or I hope he gets better soon. Or we can say speedy recovery, which is when somebody is at hospital or he is not feeling good. So we tell him or tell her, I wish you speedy recovery. Something very important, and I need to tell you about it, which is the word empathy. Empathy, the word in life skills, on the same page, on page 19. Look at the picture in front of you where the girl is trying to tap on the other girl. This is empathy. What's empathy? You have to show empathy to people around you. Empathy is when your friends are sad, okay? Or sometimes it is when they are happy too. Have to be with them, to show them that you feel what they are feeling. Either it is sadness or happiness. You are with them. That's the meaning of empathy. Okay? You have to be careful about this. The last thing we have here before the structure, um, I will tell you about 5 things that can help teenagers to be happy. You are teenagers, okay? And you have to have 5 things in order to be happy. Well, let me give you the first one. The first one, in order to be happy, you have to get lots of rest. You have to get lots of rest. And when we say rest, rest is for us is to sleep 8 hours a night. Sleeping 8 hours a night is the good rest for all people. They have to be 8 hours, not less, not more. The second one is try to be friendly with people. Try to be friendly, and that's what you will be seeing in on page 18. Try to be friendly with people. And how can we be friendly with people? We can spend the time with your family, for example. You can spend good time with your friends. You can make new friends. All of these things is how to be friendly with people. The third idea is to go outside. We'll try to go outside, to go to the desert, for example, Sahara, to go to the river. River doing what? Go on a feluka. You know the feluka in Arabic, it is feluka bardo. You can go to a park. Just go to nature, الطبيعة, in order to feel relaxed. The fourth point is help people. Try to be kind. Try to be kind with people. Help them, support them, give them hope. And the last one is try to be grateful. What the meaning of grateful? You have to remember the good things in your life. Remember the good things in your life, which is done by some people you love or like very much, and you will be grateful to them. Just say thank you. When you remember these good things, you have to say to the other person, thank you for what you have given to me. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you because I learned from you much. So now we have 5 things that can help teenagers to be happy. Are you with me? Word, Rahaf, Farah. Okay. Well, which of those 5 ideas do you like? Which I mentioned. Getting rest, to be friendly, to go outside, to help people, and last, to be grateful. Which idea of these do you like much? Any response?
يا شباب معنا الشباب كده، احنا عايزين تفاعل يا شباب، مالكوا بس؟ عايزين الناس تتفاعل كده مع ميس سحر. انا شايفه الشرح كويس جدا والدنيا ماشيه تمام. ايه الاخبار؟ مين يا شباب هيرد على ميس سحر؟ ها
Mm. Which idea did you like?
ها
Which one do you like? Miss Hind, which one do you like? Have some rest, or be friendly, or go outside, or help people, or be grateful to someone who gave you
الحقيقه
something out.
اللي هي help people من الحاجات
Help
اللي انا
people.
بستمتع بيها جدا الحقيقه.
وانا شايفه ان يعني حضرتك يعني بتسدي فيها جامد جدا.
ربنا يخليك يا مس سحر. وجو اوتسايد برضو لان احنا كلنا محتاجين الحقيقه للخروج.
محتاجين. طبعا طبعا دي محتاجينها جدا
ايه يا
يعني.
محمد؟ ايه يا رهف؟ ايه يا جماعه؟ محمد انت معانا يا محمد يا علي؟
بدأنا نظهر اهو. رنا وحنين، محمد
ايوه
وسارة.
نسمع حضرتك.
طب ايه يا
ايه يا
محمد؟ ها
محمد،
which one idea؟
مين which idea do you like most من ال5 دول يا محمد؟ get rest ولا be friend. Excuse me.
help someone.
Help someone. You are supporting the same idea with Miss Hind. Have you ever helped someone يا محمد? Have you ever helped someone?
Yeah, I help my friends.
Very good. How did you do it? What did your friend need in order to help him?
I help him with their homeworks. When they ask me any question, I help him.
Very good, very good. Well, can you help somebody you don't know? Can you help somebody you don't
I
know?
don't hear you. I hear.
Can you help somebody you don't know? Muhammad?
No, I help my friends.
Just your friends? يعني if you find somebody in the street who needs help, For example, he asks for money. He doesn't have any money. He needs to have some shelter. He doesn't have a home. Well, will you help him?
No, I just help my friends.
You will be afraid. Just I know it. Thank you, Muhammad. Well, what about the others?
You are
Which
welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you, Habibi. Thank you. What about others? Come on. Word, Rahaf, Farah, Haneen, Rana. Okay, tell me more. Which idea are you with? Which idea? Huh? No
هي
answer?
ورد.
No
Where are you?
response? No response?
طب رهف فران، احنا عايزين حد طب يرد علينا. انتوا سامعيننا يا شباب ولا لا؟ طيب انتوا معانا سامعيننا؟
هم المفروض ان هم سامعيننا.
ما تتكسفوش يا شباب، حتى لو قلتوا غلط وميس سحر صححت لكم مفيش مشكله، ما احنا كلنا بنغلط، ايه المشكله؟
Don't be shy يعني don't be shy don't be shy.
يلا رهف رفعت ايديها اهو. يلا يا رهف
Very
اتفضلي.
good.
جو اهيد
Come on,
رهف.
Rahaf. Which idea do you like most, Rahaf?
To be grateful for with someone who helps me.
Very good. When you are grateful to somebody you help him, so you remember what he did to you, right?
Yes.
Yes. Can you give me example? Have you ever been grateful to anybody? Okay, let me tell you. For example, aren't you grateful to your mother?
I'm grateful.
Yes, of course. You remember the good things she did to you, right?
Yeah,
For
right.
example, what are the good things?
Everything.
Give me examples. Helping you in your study.
Helping me in study and lessons. She was kind to me.
Kind to you, preparing food for you, providing you with providing you with what?
Providing me with
clothes, for example, books to read. Okay, providing you with money to buy whatever you like.
Yes.
Right? Right? So
Yeah,
you are grateful
right.
to your mother and your father because you owe a lot to them. You owe. أنت تديني ليهم بالكثير. You owe to them a lot. Right?
Yeah, right.
So you like this idea. Thank you, Rahaf. Who else can tell us about one of these ideas? Who else? Come on, girls. Who is the one person raising his hand? Farah, yes, Farah.
I can say that being friendly and helping the people.
Very good. So how can you be friendly, Farah?
Treat everyone by great way.
Yes.
Don't make anyone angry from me and don't say something bad to him.
Very good, Farah. Very good. Do you like to make new friends, Farah, or do you like to have your old friends only?
I don't care to have new friends, but I love only my old friends, and I can take care from them very much. So I love them very much.
Very good, Farah. But you have to have new friends too, right?
Right.
Right.
Because that's hard on me.
Yes, I know it's very hard. Okay, I know it's not easy to have new friends. You have to take care while you are having a friend.
Yeah, I think.
But we need them.
Yes, we need
to take
them,
new
of course.
experience.
طبعا, yes, very good. Thank you, Miss Hind. Well, let me ask you, Farah. Well, how can you be friendly with your older friends? Do you spend a good time with them?
Yeah, I think I'm spending with them all my time, all my free time.
Doing what?
Text them, meeting them, make everything can make us happy.
Very good. Thank you, Farah. You are expressing yourself very, very well. Thank you, Farah. Okay, who else can give me his idea or her idea of how to be happy as a teenager? Well, I think no one told me about getting rest. Don't you ever get rest? Don't you ever sleep for 8 hours? How many hours do you sleep? 4, 5, 8?
I think more than 8 hours. Especially nowadays.
Well, it's okay, it's healthy, but it's more healthy to have it the 7 or 8 hours, Miss Hind. 8 hours are enough to make us rest,
Yeah.
and you can have a very good mood after those 8 hours. You can do a lot of things after the 8 hours. Okay, thank you guys, all of you. Well, let me end my session with the grammatical structure. We will be speaking about the present continuous. The present continuous, the formation of the present continuous, you will find it, I think, here in our books at the beginning of the unit, which is on page 13. Okay. Well, what's the present continuous? When we talk about what's happening now. For example, when I ask you now, what are we doing? We are chatting. Now we are chatting. So we are speaking about something which we are doing now. My question is, are you watching TV now? Are you watching TV now? So you say, no, I am not watching TV. I am chatting. Are you chatting? Yes, I am chatting. So that's what we are speaking about. We are speaking about something which is happening now. That's the present continuous. As you can see, we use the verb to be, am, is, or are, and we use the stem of the verb, adding it to it the ing. I am chatting. I am watching. Okay. Well, that's the present continuous. It's something very, very easy, and you have been through it before in your opportunities and in English zone. So it's not something new for you. Well, also, I will be speaking about the present simple, and you have it on page 15 at the end of the page, page 15. Just remember the difference between the present simple and the present continuous. The present simple, we use it with the keywords always, sometimes, every day, usually, often. When do we use the present simple tense? We use it with habits and routines. Well, who can tell me the difference between a habit and a routine? Well, first I will be giving you sentences and you tell me the difference. For example, what you have in your books now. I always drink milk for breakfast. I always drink milk for breakfast. Okay? The second one, we go to school every day. We go to school every day. Well, who can tell me why do I call the first one a habit and the second one a routine? Who can tell me the difference between a habit and routine? What's a habit and what's a routine? Okay, somebody? A difference between a habit and a routine. When I say I always drink milk for breakfast, this is a habit. The second one, we go to school every day. This is a routine. Well, who can tell me the difference between habit and routine? Come on, guys. Guess, just guess. نخمن كده. Guess. ايه الفرق بينهم؟ ليه I can't say I drink milk for breakfast every day؟ ليه ما عكس الدنيا؟ وليه ما اقولش we always go to school؟ we always go to school. يعني ليه؟ why can't we use here always and why can't we use here every day اللي هي opposite vice versa. Okay. فرح.
I think that the habit can you can do that or not. That's not should to do.
Mm-hmm.
the thing that you love to do. I
Mm-hmm.
think but
And what about routine?
routine is you should to go to school and you should do that.
Mm. So
It,
it is your opinion that something you don't want to do and something you want to do.
about habit, I think
Yes.
I could drink milk, but also uh, I couldn't drink milk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Somebody else? Somebody else? Tell me the difference between habit and routine. That's what Farah think. Huh? Somebody can tell me more about this? The difference between habit and routine? Okay. Well, as for habit, habit is usually well, I'd like to first of all the difference between habit and routine that uh, a routine has got a beginning and an end. The routine has got a beginning and an end. له بداية وله نهاية. عشان كده أنا بنقول we go to school every day. ما أقدرش أقول I always go to school. I can't say this. It means إن أنا هنا البيجيننج بتاعتي إن أنا I go to school and then I come back. فدي في beginning وفي end. في حاجة تانية إن دايما الروتين بيبقى حاجة individual. يعني إيه individual؟ يعني حاجة فردية. يعني it is for one person. When I say we go to school every day, so I'm speaking about somebody معين, special person. لكن about الhabit is something general. يعني ايه general؟ I always drink milk for breakfast. وخلي بالنا take care أو pay attention. خلي بالكم إن الhabit doesn't have a beginning or end. يعني لما أقول I always drink milk it doesn't have لا beginning ولا end. أنا بتكلم إن أنا I always drink milk وبس for breakfast. ملوش بداية وملوش نهاية. ده الفرق بين الhabit والروتين. Okay. Any questions? Something else about the principle that we use the principle with the facts and the things which are always true. يعني for example like the sentence اللي موجودة in our books, my aunt lives in Cairo أو I live in Cairo. This is something true. دي حقيقة. Okay. I live in Cairo. That's why we put the S with the verb lives for he or she. We don't have to use the keyword هنا ولا أي حاجة خالص. Just this sentence is a true happening or a true action. Okay, that's the present simple tense. Well, any questions? No. Okay. Well, I deal with the last thing today, which is the adverb. اللي هي الادverb of manner. Well, what do we mean by the adverb of manner? When I say what difference between الادjective والadverb? A difference between الادverb والadjective. يعني for example when I say she is a nice girl. She is a nice girl. Well, we have here nice adjective. Why? عشان it is describing a person أو a noun. Nice describing the girl. That's why nice is an adjective. So if a word describes a noun, okay, so it is an adjective. بتوصف النوع. Now let's go to the adverb. The adverb اللي هو الحال always describes the verb. For example, he speaks quietly. He speaks quietly. And that's what we can have on page 16. Page 16 in your book. She speaks quietly. Quietly is an adverb. حال. Why? عشان it is describing speaking اللي هي الverb. Okay. Here you have some adverbs of, we call them adverbs of manner. We usually have them at the end of the sentence. He speaks quietly. He runs quickly. Okay. The adjective ending with y, when we turn them into an adverb, we have to delete the y and add ILY. And also we have the word lazy ending with Y. When we change it from adjective to adverb, you have to delete the Y and add ILY. But as for everything in the English language has got its irregulars، الحاجات اللي هي الشاذة، اللي هي بتبقى مش ماشية على القاعدة، ما بتبقاش يعني ماشية على القاعدة اللي احنا we just add ly at the end of the adjective عشان تتحول أو to change it into adverb. And we have 4 of this kind in front of you, in the box in front of you, which is good. We can't say goodly, no, wrong. It has to be well. Good is the adjective and well is the adverb. Hard, we leave it the same, it is hard. Fast, we leave it is fast. Early, بطبيعتها الكلمة نفسها بطبيعتها هي ending with ly، احنا مش حاطين فيها ly ولا حاجة، هي طبيعتها naturally هي شكلها كده. we didn't add to it ly، هي early. Well, if you have understood this, I'd like to give you a sentence with an adjective and you turn it into an adverb. Are you with me, guys? Hello? Are you with me? I will give you a sentence now having an adjective, okay? And I want you to change the adjective into an adverb. This sentence is, they are good players. They are good players. So here we have good as an adjective, okay? Why? Because it is describing
the noun.
the noun اللي هي players. Are you with me? Guys, understood? They are good players. Now, I want you all to use in this sentence well. I want you to use the word well, the adverb well. How can I change good into well in the sentence? Again, the sentence is, they are good players. I need to use well. Yes, Muhammad?
They play well.
Very good, Muhammad. Thank you. Now, well here is describing. Well is describing what?
They describing the playing.
The play, the verb يعني. Well is describing the verb. Very good. Thank you, Muhammad.
You are welcome.
Okay. Well, have you understood everything? Is there any question? Can I help you with anything else? Okay, well, that's the end of my session today. Any questions? Any questions?
Thank you so much Miss سحر.
Thank you
مجهود
for
رائع
your
وحصة رائعة
listening.
الحقيقة.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for participation. المشاركة من الأولاد، من حضرتك يا ميس هند. Thank you حضرتك إنك متابعانا، وشكرا على
تسلمي يا مس سحر على مجهود حضرتك.
وشكرا your help، ويا رب دايما. Thank you.
Thank you مس سحر. شكرا يا شباب، ويا ريت نتابع كده الحصص يعني خلال الفترة اللي جاية. مش عاوزين ان احنا نكسل عن كل حاجة. ارجوكم، احنا مش عارفين اللي جاي ايه، وحتى لو هنفترض ان احنا ما عندناش امتحانات او عندنا امتحانات او ايا كان الامر، احنا مش عارفين اللي جاي ايه. شباب، مهم قوي 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 ان احنا نقوي اللغة، ومهم قوي يعني اللغة من الحاجات اللي لا يمكن تتساب ابدا. لو كل المواد اجلناها، اللغة من الحاجات الاساسية واللي كلنا محتاجينها. فحاولوا تساعدونا ان انتوا الفترة اللي جاية تحضروا حصص الاونلاين لانها مهمة بالنسبة لكم جدا. وبالتوفيق ليكم جميعا ان شاء الله. شكرا مس سحر، شكرا على مجهود حضرتك.
Thank you all and good night.